Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Val, in case we've never met before. Hi, how are you? Today's video is going to be all about how to start off a semester for optimum success and happiness. I'll be giving you some tips and also sharing with you what has worked for me year after year and bring me not only the most happiness and joy, but also the best grades, the best state of mind, and so on and so forth. Now, without further ado,
let's get started.
I start off every semester by creating a list of my priorities. These allow me to visually recognize what's important to me, what areas of my life I hope to strengthen and to maintain, and of course, what makes me feel productive and fulfilled. My list this semester has a total of 6 priorities, which is slightly bigger than my last semester's. This is because last semester, I found myself having more leisure time than I needed. So I decided to add a couple new responsibilities to my plate. Within these were scholarships and YouTube. Now, last semester I did apply to some scholarships, so what changes now that it's a priority? The answer is my attitude and actions. The key to creating your list of priorities is understanding that this list isn't about short-term goals. Your priorities should never become something you drop as time goes on, at least not for that semester. I may have applied to some scholarships last semester, but that was only when it was convenient for me. This semester I'm actively and purposefully making time to apply to these scholarships, which has allowed me to increase the total number of applications I've submitted and the quality of each one. Every component on that list is something that you should be actively making time for, which brings me to my next point. Schedule your time. Now that you know what you want to focus on during the semester, you should act upon that. The most efficient way that I have found to do this is by scheduling my time. Time in itself is such a valuable resource that we all have. And because there's only 24 hours in a day, we may sometimes feel like there's not enough time for us to achieve everything that we would like to. At this point, you'll have to decide what is most important to you from your priorities and also the average amount of time you think each priority will take up. For example, I as a student could seek out a full-time job, but then I would have less time and energy to study, hang out with friends, and work out. In situations like these, seeking out a more balanced alternative is ideal. For example, working part-time, which allows you to maintain a job while still having more time to do other things. Seeking a balance between all the aspects of your life is very important, which is why we schedule. Additionally, scheduling keeps you accountable of your time. Here's a typical example of how I plan out my week. I start out by Xing out the hours I have class or work. Then I'll usually wait until the day off to schedule time to do homework, take a break for myself, which I usually label as chill out or nap, eat meals, work out, and spend some time with friends. If I happen to make plans a couple days before, I have space in my schedule to add it and work around it with my other priorities when the day in question arises. Of course, you don't have to schedule every second of your day. This is simply a tool I use to stay organized, stay productive, act upon my priorities, and maintain balance. My next tip is to just start. Something many people struggle with is motivation, and I mostly find that when people do, it's because they're either too afraid or simply unwilling to start. But once we begin, continuing on doesn't seem so bad. When I have an excruciatingly large amount of homework, it can seem overwhelming when I just think about it. But if I just start, I realize that I can complete and actually be done with just one, and then another, and then another, and then I'm halfway done. And then I'm so happy. This doesn't just apply to homework and small tasks though. If you have wanted to start working out, or start posting more on social media, or start a blog, or start swim lessons, or become a McDonald's worker because you just want to eat fries every day because they're so good, then just do it. I know I wanted to start this YouTube channel for the longest time, and now looking back, I realized that it was just fear holding me back. But when I hear the phrase, just start, it's like there's no strings attached. It's just like you sailing out in a boat with your trusty steed into the sunset. Okay, next point. But wait, just start. Lastly, go into the semester with a positive outlook and an open mind. Remember that not everything has to be perfect in order for you to be successful. AKA, if you fail a class or just have way too much on your plate with clubs and sports and school, or if you miss leg day, or if you have a slice of cake when you're on a diet, it's not the end of the world. Take a step back, reassess the situation, and think about what you need to do in order to move forward. Because that's the key. Additionally, celebrate your small victories. Look at how far you've come and be proud that you aspire to keep going. Any work towards your version of your best self is a million times better than no work at all. So enjoy the grind and support your friends. So that was my video. I hope that you liked it and that you have an absolutely amazing semester. I hope that we stay in touch, so I'm gonna plug my socials one more time. But if this is the last time that we ever see each other, my name is Val and it was a pleasure speaking with you. I hope that you have a great rest of your life, and that just about wraps it up for this video. Bye! 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 Bye!
Can't nobody get up in my car today. Backseat